Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Royals. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Royals offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
To the air, it's Beebe. They get him down after he makes the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, the defense was expecting that one, guys. You saw two defenders around the intended target to the perimeter of the field. Nice job anticipating where the quarterback was going.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Running it back, it's Tuggle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Spartans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble, but man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his protection.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Royals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on it for quite a while. Great return there. Line gets set, first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of all plays. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Back to pass, it's Beebe. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like that. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Beebe. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the
time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running to the left. Discards a man.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Grimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Royals will try to pin them back with the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Tuggle. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Royals will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33 with the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And a great return on the play before they're finally able to bring him down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On target. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Royals are in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Coming after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here comes the offense on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That's caught. It's marked. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. And
it's caught! Touchdown, Sparty!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
He got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Sends it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks
Hey,
him
Han?
down.
And a nice
Time you
job
wanna wake up.
back, finding space, getting down,
8:40.
making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Royals with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's not coming.
He's going to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He is smashing people. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Irvin. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little more aggressive.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Spartans! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line. So
that's a live ball. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Beebe. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's brought down, but a real solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what... set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll toss it to the left. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just plowing ahead. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way.
Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great
Are you good?
game. Putting it all together. Offense,
Are you wet or dry?
Complementary football.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're going to throw it again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Man, this defense did a... Understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Using his legs, it's McCarthy. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
able to get one down to the 15.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Smarty! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point, but no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Let's go! They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Now on second down. They'll run it to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Spartans! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Fresno State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
3rd and goal coming up here. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Coming out with it, it's Keith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going up top here late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They won the game.